Hey guys, Jamstrap here, and welcome back to episode 11 of the Weekly WIP. This is my hobby roundup series where I just talk about what I've been up to in the hobby for the last week or two. So that's everything I've been buying, painting, reading, kit bashing, everything encompassing the hobby. And then hopefully at the end of the video, you guys will jump in the comments below, or maybe on my Discord channel, which will be in the description as well, and you'll tell me what you've been up to. Share some pictures and or your thoughts and processes on maybe 9th edition or anything that's going on in your hobby life right now. And as you can probably see, and I should probably say, this has been an absolutely mental week for getting stuff and all that. So you might want to buckle in because this might be a slightly longer weekly whip because, like I said, absolutely crazy. Yeah, so I mean, last week, I think I was waiting for a delivery for like almost 2 months. That arrived, and then my order from Green Stuff World arrived. Then it was my birthday as well, and I got loads of gifts, which I just realized I haven't brought one of them down, but I don't have enough space on the table. I'll show it in a second. And then I got a Mortal Realms issue, which is, if you follow my channel, you would have seen I released issues 17 and 18 already. So you can check that out. I won't bring it up here because, once again, too much stuff going on. So yeah, anyway, definitely absolutely mental week last week for buying stuff and getting stuff. So anyway, I'm rambling on too much. Let's get cracking. All right, I guess so. Let's go from kind of left to right here. And I started the week off with kit bashing some Space Wolves because I was busy painting up my repulsor tank. And I was like, you know what, I'm just not in the mood to paint like big power armored things and stuff like that now. I just want to go back to my true love of kit bashing stuff. And I've had this idea on my mind for quite a long time now. Well, since Christmas when the Talons of Morkai Space Wolves Battle Force came out, and it came with the Iron Priest. But obviously he's an older Marine and I'm going purely Primaris. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to kit bash his body, try and keep him as exactly the same as he is on like normally, just with a Primaris body. And I think I achieved that pretty well, to be honest. I mean, I'm still using his shoulder pads there. I'm even using his own arms and stuff. Like, yeah, it turned out pretty well. I mean, that's legit his own arm. I haven't replaced it with another arm. It took a lot of cutting and snipping, and I mean, even that chest piece there, that's actually from his chest as well. I managed to like cut around it and file it down. That's from his thing and everything. I mean, because the body's bigger, I had to add in some extra like tubing and stuff from like other models around there. Yeah, it was a really, really fun project. Obviously, I did some green stuff on the legs to kind of do that cog kind of look. I mean, it's not terrible. I'm not the greatest at green stuff. First time I ever tried doing anything like that, and I don't think it turned out terrible. You can definitely see what it is. Yeah, like I said, the pose and the way everything is exactly, well, pretty much exactly the same as he is when you buy him normally. Apart from his foot's not like standing on a piece of stone or ice or whatever it was supposed to be. Yeah, really, really great. I think this is one of my... Oh, yeah, apparently not one of my favorites because I just threw it on the floor. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite kit bashes of Space Wolves I've done so far. I mean, it's all this... Like, even that little bit of, like, toothy talisman right there, that's actually from his leg there as well. So yeah, I try to add as many small details from the original model as I can. Yeah. Don't think it turned out too bad. I mean, there's no rules for it yet, but I'm sure there will be soon. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them off screen because, like I said, there's not much space going on right here. Next up, obviously because, you know, 9th edition, they've been showing like kind of like the Blade Guard veteran Primaris dudes. You know, they've got swords and shields. And I was like, well, if I'm going to have a Space Marine, or Primaris captain, I should say, I mean, the option you got right now is either Gravis dude or the normal dude's just got kind of shooting options, really. So I thought, well, I mean, a shield and a sword is definitely way more Space Marine, way more close combat. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to make my own one. And to be fair, the Blade Guard veterans, the new Primaris Lieutenant, and the Captain have all just got swords and shields. So, I mean, you could use this guy as a Lieutenant or battle leader for our Space Wolves. But yeah, this was quite a fun project. It was just a little mini project, really. Didn't take too much. And I'm actually doing a video maybe next week where I'm going to be going through how I go about kit bashing a whole squad of Blade Guard veterans for Space Wolves. So basically like this dude, but making 3 of them. That should be a fun little side project. But yeah, anyway. So not much different, yeah. I mean, like I just used the Space Wolf sword. It pretty much fits in that hand perfect. A wolf and shield. You know, Space Wolf head right there. Put that. I was actually using this like stringy bit here. It's supposed to have two, but I had it on my tweezers and it popped out and it's somewhere in my office, hidden in the carpet somewhere. So yeah, that's super annoying, but it doesn't look right having one. Yeah, added a little gem there, give it a bit extra wolfiness. And normally with this shield, that piece of like wolfy pelt thing is actually normally going the other way, but I thought it doesn't go with the flow of the model, so I snipped that and flipped that around as well. Just a little small detail there. And that's the backpack from Haldor Ice Pelt, the actual like Primaris Space Wolf Lieutenant dude. And of course, the main thing I did was I got this little bit of like fur and bones and runes from, I think it's the old Space Wolf Dreadnought kit. I've had it lying around for years, like absolutely years now. Glued that on there and just green stuff some fur around it so it kind of blends it in a bit. Like I say, I'm not a great green stuffer. I just do it kind of simple and quick. And I think it looks quite effective. It's not too bad. I'll see what it turns out when I paint it. But yeah, so this is my new leader of my Space Wolves army, and I'm pretty chuffed with him. I might still add some little bits around here and there, but yeah, quite happy with the way he turned out. Also, by the way, if you guys have any Space Wolfy kid bashes and stuff, definitely show me up on like Twitter, Instagram, or like I said, Discord or whatever, because I'm always active on those places. Just a quick one, I think last video I was talking about my repulsor and doing the base separately. So I got the base done. Like I said, I've built up like the rocks around this little nubbity nugget thing. So when you're looking at it from like with the tank on top there, it kind of looks like, you can't really see that plastic bit there. It kind of just looks like a pile of rocks. And I think it looks pretty effective. Probably went a bit too overboard with the snowiness, but yeah, that's just a quick one. Just saying I got that done. So it's ready for a tank that I haven't painted yet. All right. Now let's go on to my test model. And I actually finished this yesterday. So yeah, like I'm finally getting around to painting my ogres after having them sit around for years now. And yeah, this is my test model. Like I said, I'm trying out skin tones. I tried a couple different ones on this guy and ended up with this one. I was thinking of going a bit lighter because I'm thinking of going like super wintry, like heavy on the snow and that. But on my I put it up on my various social networks and most people say it looks fine the way it is. Like even this grey, I was thinking maybe going a bit lighter. Kind of wanted to go like stick with kind of natural colors like brownish tones and reds and stuff like that's kind of like a burgundy brownish color to that grey. I think I've kind of settled on this. I think it's alright. I mean, like this guy's got half, but sometimes I'll do some guys just with the red trousers, some with just with the grey, swap it around. Just gives them a bit of variety because, I mean, ogres, all they are is a pair of trousers and skin. I mean, it's half, just like the same color, if you know what I mean. Yeah, you got to add a bit of variety where you can. And that little, like, bone work there. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty decent. All I got to do now is, I'm not 100% sure if I want to go wintry yet, because a lot of the logs I've got Beast Claw Raiders that are going to be in my ogre army, and lore wise, if the Beast Claw Raiders are with them, that means they pretty much can be hunted down by snow and blizzardy storms all the time. So my normal ogres are probably going to have snowy bases. I originally was thinking of going for like a mountainy jungle kind of vibe, but I think I might just go like super heavy on like the snow, just like almost 90% of the base being pure snow. And if I do go that way, the reason why I haven't painted this is because I'm kind of thinking giving him like a ice weapon, because they do have ice weapons in the ogres, or maybe just go stone. I'm not sure yet, something to think about. But yeah, that's my test model for ogres. Happy with it so far. A few more things to work out. Bit of blue there just to, add extra color to it. And yeah, that's it. That's that guy. Also, I just realized I did say buckle in, but I mean, I think I'm rambling on a bit too much here. This video is starting to get a bit lengthy. Now with that delivery I was waiting for like 2 months, I eventually got it, and this was part of it. I got the Rothgorn's Man-Trappers, if that's how you pronounce it. So it's just basically another ogre dude. He's from the Warhammer Underworld stuff, but I'm not going to... I've got so many of those war bands, but I've never actually played the game, and I probably never will. Just those kits are like, they absolutely amazing new little kits, and they're so cheap as well. You can get that like £15 for this lot here. I mean, this is a great looking model. I'm really excited to paint that. That's another thing. The ogres, a lot of their models and their themes are around kind of like snowy stuff. I mean, like the old world lore and stuff. So definitely kind of fits with him with all these fur and all that. Sorry, I'm bumping this camera everywhere. I'm just trying to focus in today. Yeah, so that's that dude. I'm going to try speed through a bit quicker. Comes with his little frost saber pet dude. Also a really nice sculpt. It's not really showing up very much on this super light blue. Yeah, it comes with a little bear trap. A couple of Noblaws. You know, these guys are pretty cool. I've recently been thinking, you know, ogres originally I just wanted to go pure ogres. But I don't know, the Noblaws are kind of growing on me, and I'm thinking of maybe getting a little box of them or something like that. But I don't know. Don't know if I'll ever use it because ogres are so elite. Their points costs just jump so quickly. I don't know if I'll ever have space for it. Yeah, super cool. I mean, I haven't done an unboxing or review for these guys because I got to them a bit late. But yeah, there you go. There's your little review for these guys. Really, really cool detail, guys. And lastly, for my test models this week, like I said, it's been a busy one. Now, because I'm going, well, planning to go like a super wintry vibe, I didn't want to make their coats like super white because I want to go for like a whitish coat. I mean, most animals in snow will have white coats and that. But like, I don't know, pure white with a snowy base, it's just kind of boring. It blends in together. And also I'd figured, you know, these animals are probably quite dirty. I mean, they hang out with ogres and stuff. So I went for like a really dirty, off-white kind of thing, you know. I think it turned out pretty decent. You know, the feet are a bit like darker. Haven't finished it yet. Still got to do the bone and all that stuff. But mainly it was just like a concept of the skin and the like fur, I should say. Yeah, I think it's not too bad. Not too sure on the gray for the skin. Maybe I should have gone for something similar to the actual fur, but I mean, I think it stands out a bit more. And yeah, I definitely think once the base is like super white with snow, it's really gonna pop out, but not too much. It's still got that white vibe, so it'll blend in. Yeah, I think for first attempts at test models, not too bad. All right, I'll get this one out of the way super quick. Basically, it's just a bunch of jump packs I was waiting for. I was planning on doing like a jump pack Space Wolf Captain, and give him a Storm Shield and a Thunder Hammer with a Heldo Ice Pelt model, because he's kind of got that very dynamic movement. But now with the new Marines coming, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with these. I'll just keep them around until I decide on something. So, well, I got some jump packs, I guess. I've never actually had any on Space Marines, never painted any. I've always liked them, so I finally got them. And let's go on to my Green Stuff World Order. Now this one is super exciting. I'm really pumped about this, because I'm always a fan of like basing and airbrushing and stuff. So first of all, let's get these two things out the way. I'll actually open this up for you. Now, if you don't know what Green Stuff World is, they do loads of like kind of hobby accessories, I guess you would call. They do like this, for example. It's like a little rolling pin. You make some green stuff, you put it on a base, and you roll this over, and it's like cobblestone. Well, like it says, small cobblestone there. So you can have a little cobblestone paths. You get loads of different types. You get like Aztec ones. You get everything. So yeah, if you want some stuff that can add some extra interesting things to your models, this is the place to go. I mean, I even bought these. I got these spring leaf litter over here. So they're like tiny little leaves you can just glue onto your bases and stuff like that. So it's kind of my plan for my Flesh Eater courts. I'm going to be doing like some cobblestone path, kind of going through a damp forest is kind of the vibe I'm going for them. So that's what I'm going to be using for that. So yeah, super excited to try them out. Really, really excited. I'll definitely do some videos on this. I'll show you guys how I go. If I figure it out, get it done nicely, I'll show you guys how I go about using that. And then, like I said before, I love airbrushing, and they've got so many like unique colors and stuff. I mean, these don't need to be used in airbrush, but they obviously work out a bit smoother. So what I got was, if I shake this up, some candy ink. So basically you can kind of get like a candy red or whatever color. They got various ones, so you put down like a metallic color and spray this on top. And then it has like that metallic vibe underneath, but with this nice little red on top. So I've been thinking about different colors for my Chaos Space Marine. So I was thinking maybe a candy red, or this, no, not that one, sorry, that's not the color I was thinking. Darth blue, the color shift kind of stuff. It's a really interesting kind of dark bluish color that kind of shifts tones when you look around. I think this would look fantastic on like my Chaos Knight or something like that. So yeah, definitely going to be doing some test models on these. We'll be making videos of them if I figure this stuff out. Very interesting. And these are just two kind of like metallic sprays because obviously, like I said, the ink needs some metallics. So I'm going to be doing some different tests of how to go about that with these. So we'll see how they come out. And while we're talking about trying things out, and before I was talking about my Flesh Eater quartz, I also got these creeping vines from GW. That's going to go on my Flesh Eater quartz. You know, the bases are like, not on all of them, just some of like the bigger guys. You know, if they got like tombstones and stuff, I'm going to have some of this going up there. So that should be quite fun. There's actually quite a lot in here, a lot more than I thought. So I think this is going to last me a very long time. And then I got some kind of lavenderish kind of flower tufts over here. Once again for my Flesh Eater quartz, I'm kind of going for that foresty vibe, but I thought I'd add some like a little bit of color in there as well. So got these. Like I said, I'll be doing loads of videos on all this stuff soon. And don't worry guys, we're almost done through this video. And this is another thing I got for my birthday. Once again, like I said, I'm starting a Flesh Eater quartz army, and the Grim Watch is an absolutely great start. Well, not start, I mean an addition to your start. So you get loads of these new ghouls. Some of these guys can be used as your kind of like crypt gas courtiers. If you know anything about the Flesh Eater quartz, they're kind of like lieutenant-y vibe kind of dudes. And just a really fun warband to paint up. Like I said, I got so many of these warbands now. They really are great value for money. And they're also just great new little kits. Yeah, that's going into my Flesh Eater quartz. Really excited about that one. Now, talking about Flesh Eater quartz, this is basically another birthday gift. This is my start right here, because I haven't got any other Flesh Eater quartz. Well, I've got 20 ghouls from back when I did like just a generic death army. So yeah, I got these guys as my start. I've actually got the Abhorrent Arch Regent, the new character, but I've put him inside this box, so I'm not going to waste anybody's time by getting all the stuff out. Yeah, you'll definitely be seeing these coming onto the channel and my Instagram and all that stuff pretty soon, hopefully. Well, once I'm done my Ogres, who knows how long that will take, but yeah, that was an awesome gift as well. Alright, and lastly, probably the biggest model I've ever owned, ever will own, another birthday gift. This thing is incredible. And it is the Stomper. Now you see I've had to go way back just to fit this thing in the screen. And yeah, this thing took me like 3 days to build because I have no idea why. This is one of the biggest kits GW makes, but yet the instructions don't come with any numbers. I mean, the sprue comes with numbers. It says like 38, all that kind of stuff. But the instruction manual does not come. And the instruction manual is not good at all. So yeah, I had to pretty much make this entire thing just kind of playing it by ear, just seeing things on my own. So yeah, about 3 afternoons for this thing to get built up. I'll quickly go through some of like the details on here. Like I said, this face plate thing does not have to be on here. You can keep that off if you want. There's loads of different like panels you can glue on there. And you see where you see like these little things? If I didn't glue that on, there's actually a little grot, little dude hidden inside there, but they looked a bit flat and stuff, and I didn't think they were that great, so it's just a bit of an older kid now, like in there. I just closed them up. I think that's probably a good idea. And I added these extra little spiky, like eye bar, what are they called? Eye bars? T-bars? I can't remember what they're called. On the other side, I kind of figured like, this is, if anything comes in close, tanks and stuff, it'll kind of get skewered on there. And if you actually see there's kind of like a little panel. This is like where the feet would move and these little panels would flap. You'll see at the back where there's actually one that's open. Yeah, like I said, absolutely fantastic details. You can see the dude here. You got different head options, weapon options and stuff, but I just kind of got like a general looking dude. He's like, hey, go over there. You can get different face plates there as well. Yeah, like I said, there's like giant chainsaw thing over here, which has like guns on it as well. Yeah, and it's Orks, it's mental. Like all these wires and everything I had to figure out myself. And yeah, as you can see, got this little like gun platform here. And it's got a little Little grok dude, he's like fallen off of it, or he's, you know, he's like trying to climb back on, he's floating around. Yeah, it's just all the small details like that. This is going to be an absolutely, like, a pleasure to paint, well, or a nightmare, depending on the way you look at it. So this is what I was talking about. See, that foot's kind of going backwards. So this like flap here opens up. See, there's another one on this side here, which is closed because his feet gone there. So that's quite a cool detail. I'll show you the bottom there. So you can see like the feet move by this little belt. You know, there's loads of detail down. Well, not loads of detail, but there's actually some detail down here. And let's go to the back because that's where most of the fun stuff is actually. And there we go. So we got like this massive exhaust here, like a little panel over here, and then got like this dude hanging off. He's drilling into there. That's little, had like a big drill bit, but it didn't really fit, so I snipped it off. Looks like he's drilling right in there. Like I said, you got this guy at the back here. If I can focus in. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's like, oh, put that ladder up. Why have we got a ladder in the first place? And to be honest, I'm kind of regretting putting this thing on because, yeah, that's going to break, and I don't know if it really makes any sense. And this little gun over here actually moves around. And the belt feed here, this massive gun as well. But I'll show you all little grot dudes first. So I can see there's one over here. Well, let me turn it around. Actually, this thing's way too big. I can't get it on the screen here. If you can see, yeah, there we go. There's this guy, he's kind of doing like radio stuff. He's like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, you got this guy, he's kind of like refilling ammunition in there. That guy, for some reason, he's riding on a rocket. Yeah, that gun is absolutely massive. I mean, let me get up a Space Marine for you guys so you can kind of see the size comparison. I mean, there we go. There's a Primaris Marine. Okay, he's actually on a bigger base, so that doesn't really count. And this guy's got a big servo arm, but you can see body to there. Yeah, it is a big ass model. And you just look at the size of the guns there, you know. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be a pleasure to paint or a nightmare, but it's going to be fun either way. Yeah, loads of guns, bombs, craziness everywhere. I mean, he's got like his cannon with a Gatling gun on top, with a missile with a missile, and then 2 more missiles. So I think it's got enough ducker. Alrighty guys, I know this has been a bit of a long one, so if you're still watching this, then thank you very much, I guess, and I don't know, you're a sucker for punishment. But like I said, it was a long-ass week, not a long-ass week, a week of lots of hobby, I guess, if that's words I could use. So yeah, it's been a long video, but yeah, really exciting times, lots of things I'm going to be testing. I'm going to have quite a few more like painting videos and stuff. I really feel like I need to start cranking out better content for the channel, especially now that we're starting to grow a bit quicker now. But yeah, as always, comment below what you guys have been up to or what you think about my hobby week so far. And of course, don't forget about my Discord channel. That's growing now as well. There's normally chats and stuff going on there and sharing pictures. I'm pretty active. And as always, if you like I feel like I said as always quite a lot in this video, I'm not sure. But yeah, if you liked the video, you know what to do. And if this is your first time watching anything, if you enjoy this style of hobby content, then maybe check out my channel and subscribe. But until then, guys, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.